Hey guys, what's up? Figured I'd do something a little bit different. So, I love attending events. I love getting out there, doing different stuff. But sometimes it's hard to keep track of what's going on out there. So, I figured I would try to put together once a month a video kind of highlighting some of the events that are going on not only in my state, but in the country that I know of. And who knows? Maybe in the future, more people will reach out and we can grow it and get more people involved so we can announce more events that are going on out there. Now, obviously, there's always going to be local groups doing different things each week. So I tried not to touch on too many of the small little local groups doing stuff like that, but I will mention a couple that are here in the state. Um, so, yeah, let's just jump into it. All right. So, here in Michigan, there is a place that I unfortunately haven't made it to yet, but I'm excited to make it to this year, and that is the Darkwoods Scaleversary. I believe that this is their third year doing it. It's a pretty cool event from everything that I've seen. They got trails out there for the crawlers. They have short course racing, it looks like. They do a tough truck event. They do sled pulls. They do the sumo stuff normally. It just looks like a ton of fun. So that is coming up this weekend, September 6th through the 8th. All the events that I'm going to mention, I will have links to down in the description. So you should be able to find them fairly easy. All right, and now the next event is a truly unique one. It is the RC show down in Hamilton, Ohio. It is September 7th, this Saturday, and it is actually a car show. It is a RC car show at a real car show. And this is hosted by Beef Tubes. So, from what I understand, it is the first one that they've did. So, I really hope that it is a good turnout there. I know some really good builders that are going to be there. So, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of cool stuff out there. If you're in the area, I highly recommend checking it out. Unfortunately, I won't be there, but it's going to be cool. I bet you. All right. Now, this following weekend is crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on. Again, this is all over the country, at least the ones that I know about. So, starting with the RCEC Top Truck Challenge. That is running from September 13th to September 15th. Now, this is a very unique event as it is being ran very similar to the 1-to-1 Top Truck Challenge, where earlier in the year, builders had to put in applications and they had to submit their application of what they wanted to compete with. And they planned on having all the same kind of events that a 1-to-1 Top Truck Challenge would have. And only 15 were chosen of all the entries. And that is the only real way to get in. However, they do allow spectators. So if nothing else, it's definitely going to be cool to go and check it out. It is in Vermont. So if you're on the East Coast, or on the east side, then you should be able to stop and check this out. It sounds like it's a ton of fun. I submitted a truck and unfortunately didn't make it in, but I'm not even disappointed with the amount of builds that were entered. The ones that beat me, I totally understand. They were so much better than what I put together. So I highly recommend checking that out, or just, follow the Facebook group because there's a lot of cool builds there. All right. Now, this next event is also taking place September 14th and 15th, and is, again, a super unique one. Again, down in Ohio, Hamilton, Ohio. It is Rocks Around the Clock. So this is, from what I understand, going to be a scale comp. So traditional 10 gate courses, maybe. That's how I understood it. That's how I interpreted it. Multiple courses set up throughout the night, throughout the day. I believe I saw it looked like it started at noon, and you literally run until 24 hours. They set up 3 courses. It looks like there's a break, and then they set up another 3 courses, and then you get a break, and then another 3 courses. So it should be pretty entertaining. They are running RCSA rules. At least they're running the class 2.5 rules, so you will want to be compliant with that rule set if you plan on attending. And also, tickets will not be available at the door. You will have to purchase them ahead of time. So again, links will be down in the description for all these events. And another event going on that weekend, September 14th, we are having a hobby swap meet at the Nankin Hobby in Southgate. It is running from 11 to 4, I believe is what the hours are. It's $10 a table, and that basically gets you an 8-foot table. We are providing the tables. There's 35 total spots, so you'll want to get in on it as soon as you can. Yeah, it's open to basically anything hobby related. So whether you got planes, trains, or even automobiles, come sign up and see what you can sell. I'll be there selling my own stuff and heckling anybody that wants to come. So be there. Now, moving on to the following weekend after that is going to be September 20th through the 22nd. Now, up here in Michigan, we got one of our biggest events coming up that weekend, and that is the Great Lakes Gauntlet. It has been going on for several years, and it has grown an astonishing amount of attendees over the years. From the first one that brought in maybe somewhere around 100 entries to where now they're getting a couple hundred entries each year. It is truly a great event and definitely worth coming out to. They normally do a event called Purgatory Friday night, which is normally sponsored by Beef Tubes. It is a U4 style event. Typically, they have a very tough course that you have to navigate through in normally 1 or 2 laps, and basically you're just fastest time on there. And they run 1 truck at a time, but they do run it at night, so it gets very interesting. Makes it pretty entertaining. They normally have a 1-9 class, a 2-2 class, and then in years past they have did an unlimited class, but I believe I saw this year they are eliminating that. I think it got a little out of hand with some of the X-Maxes that were coming out. So it's a great event if you're in Michigan. I totally recommend coming here if you are in any of the surrounding states, but I do know that it unfortunately falls on the same weekend as Proline by the Fire, which is September 20th to the 21st. That one is in California, so it is on the other side of the country, so there's that. But that event also looks like a great event, and I wish to attend it one day. So, but for now, we'll just kind of hang out. Now, for the last weekend of September, here in Michigan, one of our other great hobby shops that we have, Family RC, is doing their Customer Appreciation and Halloween Day on September 28th. Now, their Customer Appreciation Day is normally a great time to get out there and just check out what they have. They got a really cool outdoor dirt track that is real dirt and kicks up roost. It's not just hard clay or carpet, which I really like. And then they also have a really cool crawler course too, with a giant skull that you can drive through the mouth, you can drive through the eyes. It's super cool. Definitely worth checking out. They normally give out prizes to people that dress up their truck or decorate their truck for Halloween. They normally have some kind of prizes just for being there because it's a Customer Appreciation Day. They are appreciating their customers, which is great to see. And they are in Clinton Township, Michigan, so they're more east of where I'm at. But it is a good time. It's normally one of the few events that I make it out to them to see them. So yeah, it's a good time. Highly recommend checking it out. And a few more things to add just for the Michiganders that are here in the area is check out Reaction Hobbies. They're constantly doing comps indoors. They got a killer course indoors there. They're always putting stuff up. They're always doing stuff. It is at a hobby shop. He's always growing. He's always changing it. It's awesome. Definitely worth checking out. He is in Grand Rapids. So if you're in the area, totally recommend checking him out. Then another shop that's definitely worth checking out is ACPRC in Flint, Michigan. Don't be worried. Don't get scared. He's got his own hobby shop, and they do comps every Thursday nights. They also do oval racing with the little ones. So it is super cool. There's a ton of great people that go there, and I highly recommend checking that out. I also recommend checking out the Backyard Crawler Addicts group on Facebook, as they also do many different events and get-togethers and swap meets. They do something almost every weekend, which I know is pretty common for most local groups. But they are in Fenton, Michigan, and they're good people, and it's worth checking out. So just wanted to give them a recommendation. Now, if you have any questions about these events or have other events you'd like to add, drop them down in the comments below. Or for future installments, go over to Facebook and join the RC Junkie TV Facebook group, because that's where I will be asking you guys for help for information on stuff like this. So, because not only do I want to know, but other people want to know what's going on in the world that's not politics or any whatever else. So, yeah, just you can go on Facebook, join the RC Junkie TV group, and stop by, say hi, see we got a whole post going for all these events, and sometimes you can just meet new people. So it's always cool. It's always a good time. But let's move on to one more little piece of news, just to kind of get people rolling into the October months, I suppose. Deluxe has released their mini just in time for the Supershafty Fall Crawl, which comes the first weekend of October. That is October 3rd through the 6th. So The Supershafty Fall Crawl runs all the Sorka rules, all the WRCCA classes. It's in Maryland, so it is a phenomenal spot. It's a scale competition, or just competition, because they also run the WRCCA stuff. It's normally really good time. And the weather is hit or miss, so it's always fun for that. And then, after that, weekend after that, October 10th and 13th, is the WRCCA Nationals in Cedar City, Utah. So, if you want to pick up a mini, there's 2 events that totally justify that price right there. It's a ready-to-run mini that you can just knock out, have, go and compete with some of the best drivers. And then, not only that, but Corrupt Carbon Works is also working on a mini chassis. So I've been seeing that testing, and it looks pretty promising. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited for that one. I really like the deluxe axles, and I really like this Corrupt chassis. So that could be coming in the future. So, but I'll save all the other October events for when it gets closer to October. Who knows? Hopefully this will catch on. So, as always, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you know of other events. I'm only one person. I can only keep track of so many, and I'm in Michigan, so there's plenty of other events going on. I'm sure of it. So, tiny truck on, my people.